Hello everyone and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today we are going to rock the boat. Yes, that is right. We are exploring a boat pose today. In terms of the physical benefits of this posture, well, it is really great for strengthening our hip flexors, our back, as well as tones the core, and we're gonna get a little hamstring love in there. Please bring along with you either a thick book or even a yoga block to the practice. If you do not have those items, no worries. We will just go with it. All right, who's ready to rock? Okie doke friends, find a cross-legged position on your mat. Take your hands and move the fleshy parts of your bum off to the side to really feel your sit bones rooting into the earth. We're going to focus on creating this beautiful line of energy in our back body before we even focus in on what our low body is doing. Okay, let's begin by rocking our pelvis forward to create some length in our low back. Loop your shoulders up and down the back body, opening up through the chest, perhaps even taking some weight in the elbows, creating some space between the ears and your shoulders. Tuck your chin in slightly, extend through the crown of your head. So this length, this beautiful line of energy that radiates from our tip of our tailbone all the way up to the crown of our head is very important as we make our way into boat pose. Now remember that this is a practice and we evolve, right? And our practice changes and evolves the more that we actually show up to the practice. So no worries if the back begins to round. I'll just kindly remind you to loop your shoulders to create some more length in the back body. Okay, send one foot out in front of you, followed by the other, placing the soles of your feet on the mat, knees pointing up towards the sky. Now I like to keep my feet hip distance apart when I make my way through boat pose. Cool. Place your hands on the backs of your thighs, so on your hamstrings. Again, loop your shoulders if you're finding that the back body is starting to round. It's all good, that's gravity. Just loop your shoulders here, maintaining that beautiful length. Okay, and let's just play around with leaning back. Okay, so leaning back, but keeping our tiptoes on the mat. So pretending as if we're like dipping our toe into some water. You may already feel some work being done in your low core, perhaps even in your hip flexors and even your back. Okay, and then releasing the soles of your feet back to the earth. Okay, let's try that again. Lean back, keeping the toes still planted. This time, maybe play around with lifting one foot away from the mat. So bringing your shin roughly parallel to the mat. You can play around with flexing your foot towards your face or pointing through the toes. And back down, followed by lifting the other foot away from the mat. And then back down. So now you can plant both feet firmly on the mat for a little bit of a break. Okay, so you can totally just continue playing around with that, like dipping the toes in the water or hovering or lifting your feet away from the mat. You're still working on balance and stability, and you're also gaining strength in your hip flexors, your core, the hamstrings, and the back. So it's good work. If you would like to try to move on to the next thing, let's do it. Okay, I believe in us. All right, so let's get ready. We're gonna lean back, still keeping the toes planted on the mat. Lift one foot up away from the mat, followed by the other foot. You got this. I like to keep a little bit of distance between my knees here. However, you can totally bring your knees together for this pose. Okay, whew. Feel the tremble. That's prana and energy radiating through us. If you would like to release your hands, you can actually extend your hands or your fingertips towards your feet. Breathe here. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Shake it out. Whatever happened, happened. Love yourself. Okay, another variation of boat pose involves using a yoga block or a thick book. Now, if you don't have those items, it is all good because you can just use your imagination and just go with it. So let's place our yoga block between our thighs and really squeeze this yoga block or the thick book, whatever you're using, okay? We're gonna start off the same way, so paying attention to our key action points, maintaining length in our back body as we begin to lean back, toes still planted, lift one foot away, followed by the other, keeping a nice little generous bend in our knees. Perhaps you flex through your feet, point through your toes, and extend your arms. So that way now they are reaching towards your feet. Whew. Breathe here. We're here for 3, smile, 2, and 1. Lower down. Oh my goodness, shake it out. Bring the soles of your feet together in butterfly pose. Let's flap our wings. Oh. Our hip flexors need some love right now. They've been working hard. So bring your hands to your ankles or even to the tops of your feet, so you can interlace your fingers to the tops of your feet and begin to round through the back body. So rounding through your spine, releasing the crown of your head towards the earth. And breathe here. We're only here for 3 breath cycles. Okay, and then rise on up. Coming back to a cross-legged position. Give yourself a little pat on the back. You did an awesome job today. Thanks. Okay, so that was boat pose. I really hope that you found the suggestions presented in this video to be very helpful. If you did, give the video a like, share this video with someone that you believe would benefit from exploring this posture. If you haven't done so already, kindly subscribe to the Yoga with Rachel channel. It is the best way to support free yoga content for all. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining me here today. I appreciate you. Bye for now.